In this video, I'm going to talk about this data conditioning module. The purpose of the data conditioning module is to get a raw data acquired with the penguin, for example, and to conditioning, which means to smooth it, to filter it, or to time average it. In other words, it's to make it look better and get rid of some unnecessary signal, some noise from that data. So this is the raw data here, and we're just going to go through the most basic functions that we use in our daily life in the lab. First one is smoothing, and the other one is time averaging, and there is also filtering, but this is a little bit more complex. I'll probably do it in another video. The smoothing function, it is a window averaging function. So it takes, for example, 1000 points and it averages them, and then it moves 1 point further and it takes the same 1000 points and it averages them. So it's a moving window of averaging where you don't lose temporal resolution. This is very important because when you do time averaging, you lose temporal resolution. Here, if you take 1000 points, they will be averaged and replaced with 1 point. So you're basically diminishing your temporal resolution. So let's do a smoothing first. I just click this button. It's a preset function. So this is the data that was conditioned by smooth. And now the raw data is still in memory, and you have displayed these processed or conditioned data. If you want to display the raw data, you click the display data button and you can smooth it again. If you place this button here, this smoothened data will replace the raw data. So if I go click on this button again, there is no more raw data because it was replaced with the conditioned data. So let's clear the graph and get the raw data again and go to the time averaging. So again, when I press this button here, this is the time averaging, and this is in microseconds. So for 482 microseconds of data acquisition, the program makes the average and replaces all these points in between this time interval with one single point. So that's why you're losing temporal resolution. So this is the time average data, and I can display the raw data again and perform it again. And if I press this button again, this time averaged data replaced the raw data. Normally, this condition data goes to the analysis module in order to calculate the rise time of the force and other things. You can always use these tools here to inspect your data, but there is not much else to do here other than filtering and tilting. Filtering is a much more complex process, and it can add more features to your curve. For example, it can change the rise time if you don't apply the right filtering. So I don't recommend to do a filter on your data before you analyze it. Once your data is conditioned, you can send it to the analysis module, and you can send the data in between the cursors for the analysis, or you can send everything to the analysis module. And this is the analysis module, so I'll explain how to do some very basic analysis in another video.